Hey, when you feel stressed and anxious, where does your mind go first? Like, what's the thing it goes to first? What's your anchor that brings you back to normal? Maybe it's friends, maybe it's a good book, maybe it's a TV show or videos that you like to watch. What is it for you? Maybe it's time alone. Maybe that's what brings you back to the center. But what's the problem with all of those things? Is that they're all temporary. None of them are bad things. They're just not the best thing. And Hebrews 6:19 shows us that Jesus is our sure and steady anchor for our souls. And that's what you're going to read this week in Hebrews chapter 6. All of the things that we run towards, they promise us something, but those promises are never totally fulfilled because, like I said, those are all temporary fixes for a root problem deep down. And you can't fix a root problem by just addressing the symptoms, just like taking Tylenol for when you feel bad. Tylenol doesn't heal you, it just takes away the pain. And unfortunately, too many times in life, we look to take away the pain more than just addressing the root problem. And what is the root problem? It's sin. It's brokenness. We are all broken inside. Sometimes we feel things for reasons that we can't understand. Sometimes we think things for reasons we can't understand. We're just broken inside, and we need Jesus to fix our hearts first before dealing with the symptoms on the outside. And that's what Jesus did on the cross. He bore our sins. He bore our sadness. He bore our stress. He bore our anxieties, all the weight that we carry. He paid for it on the cross. And since he paid for it, he remains that sure and steady anchor that we can rely on, that we can look back to and say, I have a right relationship with God. I have peace in my soul. And even if I don't feel peace in this world, I know spiritually deep down in the way that is most important that I do have peace. And that one day we'll be set free from all of the brokenness in heaven. Ecclesiastes 3:11 says that God has put eternity in our hearts, that there's something that's in us that cannot be totally satisfied by the things of this world, because the thing that is in us needs to be satisfied by something that's bigger, something that's broader, something that's outside of ourselves, something that is eternal. So there's a God-shaped hole inside of all of our hearts. And so we keep trying to fill it with so many things when really God is the only one that can fix that hole. So don't expect anything in this world to fix you like Jesus can. The promises that he gives us are far greater than any promise we can get from anything else that we run to here on earth. So remember that Jesus is greater than the promises of the things of this world. His promises are greater.